Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us start the third unit of machine learning, guys. So in this unit, we are going to cover various topics, guys. Okay. So we'll be starting with the statistics and we'll be going through some probability based problems. Okay, in our future. So don't like Bayes classification, Bayes network, Bayes and everything. Okay. Yes. So don't worry about it. So in this lecture, let us go through some basic statistic terminology, guys. Okay. Yes. So the first terminology is nothing but mean or average, guys. Okay, so in simple words, you are going to add the total values and divide by the total number of values. Okay, so this is nothing but mean. So mean is the most common and efficient numerical measure which is used to measure the center of the data. Okay, so the formula will be looking in this way: summation of all the values by n. Okay, yes. Similarly, variance, so it tells the spread of data. So basically, is your data closer to itself or it is too far in between, there's two gaps. So that concept will be taught by our variance, guys. Okay, so the formula will look in this way. So it is nothing but sigma of x1 minus nu whole square. So basically you are subtracting each and every value with your mean and squaring it and adding for each and every term by n minus 1. Guys, in my notes previously I wrote n and I have updated it to n minus 1, guys, because here we are not doing for statistics. So basically when your data set is too big, like in thousands, lakhs, crores, the values are coming, in that situation they will be using directly n instead of n minus 1. So I wrote in that format, so sorry for that. Please follow n minus 1 only, guys. Okay, I'll be updating in the group also, don't worry. Okay, yes. So let us continue. So if as variance increases, the spread of data will also increase. So as variance is high, the distance between the points will also increase. So it is not exact distance, but it is more. That's it. That's what we are saying. Okay. Yes. So standard deviation. Standard deviation is nothing but the under root of a variance. Got it? Yes. Okay, so in my book, please don't follow this example, guys. This example is a bit wrong. Basically, I calculated with n, right? Yes. So I have just redone all the problems which are related to these topics, guys. Okay. I'll be sharing this particular file in the group. Don't worry. Okay. Yes. So this is the given data from 1 to 10 and new is nothing but your mean, right? So just add them and divide by total number of items. So 10 items by 10, which we got 5.5. Okay, so what is a variance, guys? Variance is nothing but 1 minus 1.5 plus whole square plus 2 minus 5.5 whole square. In that way, you need to write all of them by n minus 1. So instead of 10, it will be 9. Okay, so you'll be calculating it, you'll be getting this value, guys. You can cross check it also. Okay. Yes, and standard deviation is nothing but under root of this value. Sorry, under root of this value. We'll be getting this. Got it? Yes, you can just check the calculations also, guys, if you want. And if there's any mistake, you can just let me know. Okay? Yes, or comment down below so that I'll be pinning it so everyone can check it. Okay? Yes. Okay, so now you are clear with the basic definitions, right? What is a mean? What is a variance? What is a standard deviation? Okay, so the main reason why we are learning these things is nothing but to find covariance and correlation, guys. These are the two important topics of this unit. Okay. Yes, so covariance is nothing but it explains how two variables vary with each other. So are they alike? Are they different? Are they too much different? Are they a bit like? So like that we will be having the relation between them. So that's the role of the covariance, guys. Okay. Yes. So covariance explains. Okay, so basically the formula will look in this way. So sigma I equal to 1 to n xi minus mean of x into yi minus a mean of y. So we need to add all of them by n minus 1. So previously again here also it was n, guys. So I wrote all the formulas based on population, but it is not correct, right? So here we are having very limited data set. So it is always better to use n minus 1 formula. Okay. Yes. So please use n minus 1 in your examination also. Okay. Yes. So now let us take the example directly. Okay, so we have this data set which has 4 entries. So summation of x is 44 and by 4 we got mean of x is 11, and similarly the summation of this is 192 and by 4 we got 148 as our mean of y. Okay, so now you will be start comparing. So it is a minus 1, right? So if you subtract them, okay, minus 1, similarly 1, similarly plus 3, similarly minus 3. Okay, similarly let us continue for this also. So minus 8, 0, plus 8, 0. So you can just solve it step by step also as per your wish, guys. So it is 3 by 3 instead of 4. Now we are doing by 3 only. That is nothing but n minus 1. Okay. So once you solve it, you will be getting this value, guys. 10.6667. Okay. Yes. So this is your covariance, right? So now let us go through correlation. So basically I told you, right, covariance will say the relation between them, but it cannot measure it properly. So if you notice, we got a 10.667. So you will be asking me, what does the 10.667 say? Are they alike? Are they different? What are you trying to say? Is your question, right? Yes. So the scale for the relation is nothing but the correlation, guys. So it is a scale of measurement. So if someone says the value is -1, it is negative correlation, guys. So these are two apart, like both are completely different. Whereas positive one means it is positive. So as the scale moves on in both the direction, you can justify. Got it? Yes. The formula will look in this way, guys. So correlation of xy is equals to covariance of x comma y, okay, by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. Again, I did a mistake here. So I forgot to divide by 3, guys, here. Okay, so that is the reason why I have solved this also again clearly. Okay, yes. So you can just solve the problem, guys. So it is just simple. So once you divide it and once you get, you will be getting an answer of 0.632. So your question will be, are they alike, are they different? So basically, is it above 0 or below 0, guys? It is above 0, means it is in towards positive correlation, and it is almost near to 1, right? So it is a bit far, but it's near, it's coming near to 1, right? Hence it is a positive correlation because there are some alike properties between them. Got it? Yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea, right? Yes. So please don't follow the solutions which are in our book, guys. Okay. So sorry for that. I'll be updating in the PDFs. Okay. Don't worry. Okay. Yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea. So in the next lecture, we'll be discussing about bias and variance. So what are their definitions, and we'll be discussing in detail about them, guys. Okay. Yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.